issue about the double ATAR principle. And double ATAR principle, couple of issues which are probably very important and might be interesting for all of you to know. And if you already know, then probably you can further give a thinking on this issue. In the double ATAR, the first A is attributes. What exactly is the attributes of retail? How really you consider your approach to a customer? Attributes are nothing but characteristics. What are your characteristics? Characteristics of a product, characteristics of a service, characteristics of the relationship. What you are going to develop with the customer. Then the another one is called awareness. It's called awareness. How are you going to develop awareness? In a sense, awareness about the retail brand, awareness about the retail store, awareness about the retail environment aspect. The more important is the retail environment. We many times you see that nowadays most of the retail people, retail companies are now building their environment on the virtual network. This is because in virtual network you need not look into different models. And then you can directly go into there and then you can find out what exactly you want, and those associated retail stores are going to provide you the product. So sitting at home you can do this exercise instead of going to a mall and wasting your time. So that is one of the major issues of the awareness. How companies generate awareness about retailing their products. And then coming to the key is the trial. The key is the trial. A consumer has to be put into a testing situation of a product in a retail store, or a service of a retail store, or a relationship building environment in a retail store. And that is called the trial. After trial, the another issue is that availability. The availability. In availability, what happens? Very importantly, the current retailing practices are very volatile. Volatile also, you understand? Those values will vary very fast. Okay? There's very volatile. So what you see, immediately you have to make a decision, otherwise the same situation may not prevail next time. And therefore, we generally define today's retailing environment as an environment of touch, feel, and feel. It's touch, feel, and feel. You touch the product, realize yourself whether the product is good for you or not. Pick the product, read and know more about the product, and then feel about it. You can also have the what you call propaganda, the dressing room. So you can also either guess it or you can wear the apparel by yourself and find out that how good it is. Then the another part is very important for retailing is repeat. Is a repeat part. So retailing is not a one point of time trend. Retailing is a cyclical trend. So today you have sold the product, that doesn't mean that you have really conquered the retail world. Today you have sold, tomorrow you have to sell, day after tomorrow you have to sell, and then you have to keep on selling. And that becomes a repeat cycle. So this is one of the major concepts of the retailing, which is confined to just 5 major factors of ATAR. Then coming down to the issue about the retailing ambience. More important is that if you want to buy something, you first get attracted to that particular environment. If you get attracted, you perceive it. Once you perceive it, you develop an attitude. If you develop an attitude, you convert the attitude into behavior. So it is called a process of perception. First is the perception. If perception stands longer, it turns into attitude. Attitude means you think of this particular environment again and again. And then, if attitude further stands for a longer time, it turns into behavior. Once it turns into behavior, I'm sorry, I'm not that usually. As it turns into behavior, then it becomes a very, very prominent factor in your mind. And that comes from back of the mind and the thought.